I decided back in 2022 that I was going to quit all social media. I deleted everything: Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I realized how much time it was taking out of my day. I realized how just destructive and addicting it was in my life. Randomly checking my phone in class when I know I shouldn't be, when I should be fully focused and paying attention. In this video, I will show you how I quit social media and what deleting social media can do for you. So the first thing I did was I started small. I didn't want to overwhelm myself. I just wanted to do one thing at a time. So I set limits on my phone, time limits. So you can go on your phone right now on Apple and set time limits on apps that you want to bring down your screen time. And when you go over that limit, it gives you a reminder. You can either keep going or you can listen to it and get off the app. This makes you conscious of how much time you're actually spending, so the time doesn't just fly by randomly. Then I moved the apps around on the homepage to somewhere where I would consciously have to go to that area to click on the app. Your brain gets so used to clicking on one area where you think the app is that it just does it automatically without you even thinking about it. And then I did a full cold turkey. Like I said, I deleted everything. But I did a dopamine detox that helped reset my dopamine, so that was even possible for me to do. I made a video on dopamine detox, so definitely go check that one out. When your dopamine is reset, it just makes everything so much easier. You can consciously think about what you want to do with your time instead of having something that is literally controlling your brain. If you think you have the self-control to have the apps on your phone and not use them, then go for it. But for me personally, I have to delete all of them. And when I deleted all the apps, I felt so free. I didn't have to respond to anyone, and I didn't waste my time at all. I felt in the moment and I was never distracted by my phone. I could enjoy moments with people and be fully present, while the people around me are interacting with other people through a screen, even though they're with real human beings. Honestly, in my opinion, this is one of the most disrespectful things you could do. It's not social media, it's anti-social media. It takes you away, but I understand why it's happened. It's an easy fix of dopamine and it's really exciting and funny. I don't blame or judge those people because I know what it's like to be consumed by social media. It's really hard to break, but there is always hope. The first step is you want to change your ways. If you are trying and aware of it, then you are on the right path. Start small and work your way up. So why did I delete social media? First things first is it's just distracting. Instead of doing something that you know you should be doing, like studying, you go on your phone while you're studying. That distracts you from what you really should be doing. If you were just fully focused on studying, you would get a lot more done than if you took random breaks on your phone and were distracted. This goes along with notifications. If you have notifications on, especially when you're trying to focus, that is just taking away your focus, and that is a huge disrespect to yourself. We need to be able to focus in today's day and age. We need to be able to learn and read. And by being on social media, that's just not possible for your brain. The ones that have good attention spans and are not consuming social media will win in the long run. And that doesn't even go without saying that it's so addictive. Whenever you're bored, you just go on Instagram and start scrolling. And why not just sit there and relax when you're bored? Why not just embrace the boredom instead of always trying to fill it with something? And we know that these apps are made by evil people that develop algorithms to keep you addicted and keep us coming back for more. And over time, it's destructive. The average person spends 2.5 hours on social media per day. How much could we accomplish with 17.5 hours per week extra? We could do a lot of things, could be more productive. And instead of dragging on our studies and dragging on the work that we have to do, with that extra time, we can get it done and not always be behind. And another reason was it was destroying my attention span. It was making it so short that it was so hard to focus on one thing at a time. It made me not be able to read a book, not even one sentence. It didn't help with my memory. I couldn't learn or remember anything. The short-term dopamine was just keep coming in. And just problems that don't actually exist. and make you worried for no reason. It just makes FOMO, fear of missing out, a lot worse. You're gonna have FOMO either way. By being on social media, you're just 10xing it. You see people that might not even be your friends that you don't even know doing things, and you get a sense of FOMO from it. Well, it's like you don't even know that person, so what's the problem? And I don't even have to mention the horrible mental health effects it has on us, and especially on teens. It just makes everything a lot worse and puts you in a situation that you don't need to be in. Those are the reasons why I don't consume social media and why I quit for such a long time. The end goal is to completely get off of it and do constructive things instead of being on social media. Now, I'm not talking about posting on social media. I think that's a good thing. But consuming social media is a different story. The good social media that you can consume is watch educational long form YouTube videos. That means where it's long form with no edits and someone talking to the camera like this with no dopamine. And when you can be fully focused and take notes, that's when you can really learn. You might think that people are going to need you and you always need to be available. Well, the truth is you don't always need to be available. You could say something like, what if someone needs me for an emergency? Well, on your phone, you can turn on Do Not Disturb, and you can have certain people that can contact you when you're not in Do Not Disturb. So if someone really needs you, they can call you. If someone really needs you, they're not going to be Snapchatting you. And when you focus on yourself, you're helping those people out even more. And especially if you're my age, people will judge you and think that you're weird for not being on social media. But the ones who actually like you will respect you for it. These people that are actually your friends won't mind messaging you instead of social media. We are just wasting our time with people that we are not compatible with. So it's a win-win either way. I challenge you to delete social media for just 7 days and see how you feel and see how many people actually reached out to you, and come back to it and see that you really did not miss anything. I hope you found this video helpful. Give this video a like and make sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.